Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
This is McCaffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's Watson. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Watson. 3 yards the game there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Naomi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 77 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well for the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, he'll buy some time right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Brown, right side. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Watson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Ravens 28, Texans 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Blitz coming and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Watson on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Watson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 24.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The 20. There he goes, right side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
We'll tie the game, 28 all. Jaime Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now it's Watson. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Yard line.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
On 2nd and goal. Watson under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A loss of 7 brings up 3rd down and goal. That's the end of
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Mike 48, Mike 48. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 48, 48 Mutt.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Desmond King making the tackle.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run here with Dobbins. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Dobbins. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4.
Jackson's pass.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Texans 35. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 35-yard line.
Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
That's good for us.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
Jackson.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts,
Duvernay.
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Baltimore.
Now Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jackson to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Throwing now is Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we got Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 48. Mike 48. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check 4. Check 4. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark kicking it off. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get a field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A throw out wide to QT, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of 8 makes it 3rd and 6.
Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 45 on second down, Watson flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On the keeper, this is Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to them?
Now a first down throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Rip right. 25, check 25, check 25. Check.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I got him. 48's the mic. I know he is.
Here's Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Jackson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Raven first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Baltimore.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And Jackson throwing once more. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
At the Texans' 14-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.